We are live. What's up, y'all? What's up, everybody in the building? How y'all doing? Welcome back to another episode, man. We got KQKC with us tonight because we couldn't wait to next Sunday to recap the Gervonta Davis fight in the card, and we got a lot of big news in boxing, and so we had to give y'all an extra show, man. So y'all are in for a treat tonight as you come in the building. Be sure to smash that like button. KQ, how you doing tonight, man?
Man, I'm hanging in there, man. I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. I'm rested up, man, and I'm ready for another week of boxing, man. For real.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yes, sir. We got a lot of fights this week too. It's like 5 or 6 fight cards, man. I was just telling
Yeah.
you backstage, shit. I got so many predictions I got to do. I'm studying. That's all I'm doing is watching boxing all damn week, trying to prepare for these fights this week, man.
Hey, but hey, like I say, man, that's good because, like I say, keep the same energy going into 2022. I don't care if Earl Spence fighting in February or whatever, but any fight, I don't care. We got Xanos. He came out. He wants some more smoke. He wants to stay busy. I mean, I don't care. As long as we got boxing and keep it coming, I don't care every weekend. That's fine with me.
Facts.
You know.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Big facts. I'm the same. I'm the same way, man. So as y'all come in, as I said, smash the like button. And I got the wrong one. Let me put our
Mm.
Cash apps. Okay, so if you want to donate to the channel, you can hit that super chat button, or you should see KQKC and I's Cash app scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Feel free to donate either one of us. Help us continue to pump this content out for y'all and work hard. And we really appreciate anything that you guys can do. As you come in the building, be sure to drop a comment so that we know that you're here. Before we start talking Tank Davis and other fights from the card, I wanted to give y'all some news as we letting people come in the building. So the WBA has decided. If y'all were paying attention to the channel yesterday, I dropped the video. Udinese Ugas sent in a final petition to the WBA for them to allow him to unify with Earl Spence instead of making him fight in this mandatory tournament with Stanionis and then have to fight Butayev. Now the WBA came back with a ruling, and Ugas is gonna have to fight in this tournament, y'all. This is directly from the WBA in their Twitter account. This is what they said. They said the World Boxing Association auction between Udinese Ugas and Imantas Stanionis, due to be held tomorrow, was suspended because both sides reached an agreement to finalize the fight. So Stanionis and Ugas is finalized per the WBA. So that means Ugas is off the board for Earl Spence Jr. Now, I don't want to focus on Earl Spence Jr. I want to focus on the news from an Ugas perspective because it's really, really unfair to him. OG, hearing that news, what do you think of that? What do you think of the WBA's decision?
You know they. You know they full of shit again. All right. They still holding fighters back. They still doing fighters wrong. They still not getting fighters the fair shot. They're still not getting fighters a chance to be champions or undisputed champions or fight for undisputed champion. Even Earl Spence, he's not even with the WBA. He want that strap, of course, but he even petitioned to fight you guys, and
Mm-hmm.
they pretty much turned him down. Now, no, let the man fight. Now, I know it's all about greed. I know it's all about money. I know it's business, but that's not business. All right. What they're doing is not business. They try to do Gervonta Tank Davis like that. And of course, he dropped the belt.
Yep.
With
We gonna get
respectfully,
there.
he
Yep.
should have. He's still campaigning at 135, but still, I'm glad he did drop the belt because they trying to clean up their boxing act. They said they would get rid of the interim belt, which they did, but they made it worse. They actually made it worse if you really look at it. Now they're doing things like the WBC. They're doing what they want to do, and that's really, really a damn shame. And like now, I say, right now the IBF is only the governing body that you can really look at that's really kind of following the rules. Hopefully they won't slip, but the WBA they just full of it right now, and there's no
Yeah.
way they should let you guys, who is a champion, should be able. I mean, a super champion, not the
Mm-hmm.
regular, a super should be able to unify with Earl Spence Jr. You know,
Yeah.
I don't get that. So and I
Yeah.
and I want to know the excuse for that. I really want. I
Yeah.
really
They
want to know that.
their excuse that they use in KQ, they saying that it's part of this. this thing to get rid of all the belts because they said they were gonna clean up all the belts. But my issue with it, everybody in the chat and KQ, my main issue is they ain't doing it in every division. If they were doing this shit to everybody and blocking everybody and treating everyone the same, then I'd be okay with it because at least you're showing some consistency. Like me as a father and you as a father, KQKC, if both of my kids bring home F's, I'm not gonna take one of their phone and then let the other one keep their phone. I'm gonna take both of their phones. You both on punishment because you both did the same thing. So if you're gonna clean up your divisions and you're gonna clean up your belts, you should be doing that shit everywhere. And so as a boxing fan, what's frustrating to me is that I'm watching Murata, who hasn't fought since 2019. I'm watching him be allowed to unify with Triple G at 160 pounds. And Japan, up at 160, there's no rush to hurry up and get one belt. There's no mandatory tournament. But then I'm watching your 147-pound champion who just fought in August of this year. Who, like, if we want to really break down the timeline, he fought August 21st, 2021. They mandated this fight for Ugas, the tournament for Ugas, 2 months later. They mandated this shit all the way back in October. So you got one fighter who just fought in August. He already is getting mandatories and being mandated to do shit 2 months later. You got another fighter who ain't fought in 2 years that's being allowed to do whatever the hell he want to. And that's the crux for me. That's what really, really ruffles my feathers and gets under my skin is that, and it ain't even so much for Ugas fighting Spence. I just believe he should be able to fight who he want. I feel like he shouldn't have no mandatory right now. He already did what he had to do against Manny Pacquiao. And so what I will say, and we can spin it to Earl Spence, then I promise y'all we're going to get the roll call going and we're going to get into the fights from this weekend. But I really wanted to touch on this really quickly since we got KQ in the building. The Earl Spence part of it, I'm gonna give y'all the disclaimer. Yes, I'm an Earl Spence fan. Yes, I'm born and raised in Dallas, Texas. I love all things Dallas. Spence was born in Long Island, but he repped Dallas. He repped Dallas heavy. So with all that being said, though, the man said, I don't want no tune-ups. I want to fight a champion. All right, cool. Now we know Ugas is off the board. Only fight I want to see is Terrence Crawford, bro. And then to make it even furthermore, his IBF mandatory, I don't know what the WBC is going to do. I'm waiting on them to see if they're going to enforce a mandatory on Spence. But Spence's IBF mandatory, Abdul Kakarov, he already fighting this month. He already got to fight this week or next week or something. So it's nowhere to go. It's nowhere for boxing to go except for Earl Spence versus Terrence Crawford. So I don't care what side y'all on, right? I know there's some Terrence Crawford fans in here. I know there's some Earl Spence fans in here. If you're on Twitter or some shit, if you're on social media, if you got a Snapchat, or Instagram, you need to be tweeting at these sanctioning bodies. You need to be tweeting at these fighters, telling them that this is the fight that you want to see. Because we don't need no blocking to it. And the messed up part about it is we won't get undisputed in the welterweight division in 2022. We just not. These fighters fight 2 times a year. If Ugas beats Stanionis, he already got another mandatory. He got to fight in Butayev. Or if Stanionis win, he gonna have to fight Butayev. So there's 2 fights to clear up the WBA belt at 147 pounds. We ain't seeing that shit in 2022. So we might as well. I don't want to wait a whole another year for Spence and Crawford to fight. So that's my take on it. That's my take on it. Spence needs to fight Crawford if he can't get in the ring with Ugas. OG, what you got? And then we'll get to this roll call and we'll
exactly. That's all right now that we can get a big fight out of boxing. I mean, everybody's occupied, which is fine. I don't care. I love boxing. All right, show me some, but be fair about the shit. You know, the WBA, they kind of like looking at black fighters right now as limited. They don't want to let them blossom. They don't want to let them go for the big fights. They don't want to let them unify. They don't want to let them pretty much fight for unification. Undisputed. And then you got you guys, Earl Spence. You know, that's a big fight. Terrence Crawford, Earl Spence, you guys, all 3 of them are big fights. It's only 3 guys at the welterweight division that holds belts. Earl got 2, Terrence got 1, and you guys got 1. Let me see something. All right. Fact. So you guys, if you guys can't do it, all right. Of course, he's not going to drop the belt because that would be bad business. But still, okay. Earl Crawford. Hey, look, I'm not. I'm a fan of both guys, and we need to see the fight. And we need to see it like yesterday. Both of these guys are 35 years old, or damn near 35. And then you got Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather. We waited 5 years for that damn fight. 5 years.
5 years, and then when you finally got it, they wasn't the best version of
Right,
themselves. Like
exactly.
bullshit,
All
bro.
this back and forth shit. Come on now. I get it, 64, this and that, but you can make that up back end, front end, goddamn it, per anywhere.
Yeah.
It's business. I get it, but I just want to see the fight.
And OG, the thing is with Ugas, shit, Stanionis and Butaev can fight. Ain't no guarantee he gonna get out of that shit with his belt. They can win, man. They can fight, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's another thing. And and I'm not saying that the WBA is this and that. Well, no, I am saying that they are this and that. But hell, you never know. They might be doing some, behind the door shit. I don't know.
Trying to tell you, man. This shit is
WBC they do what they want to do. WBC, they don't have to do nothing. They can do whatever they want to do.
WBC, like shit. Listen, Canelo, you can have a mandatory. Even though he lost 2 years ago, he ain't following 2 years. We'll let you fight a year. They like shit. Valdez, what's phentermine? We don't know what phentermine is. You go ahead and keep your championship. You fight. We ain't using water no more. We using water now. So
yeah, and like Canelo said, I can do what I want to do. He right.
Big facts. He can. Yeah. He can. Yeah. All right, y'all. Let me get this roll call going. Then we're gonna get to the big topics of the night. We got Daryl Deloach in the building. Salute, Daryl. We got Tim Muzay in the building. Zulu Lion, what's up, bro? Appreciate you coming through, man. Salute to you. I know you show big support to KQKC, so I appreciate you coming and rocking out with us, man. We got Valerie, my beautiful wife. What's up, babe? We got C. Coolidge in the building. Dundada, what's up, brother? We got PGH Big Dog. Salute to you, PGH. Teaching that super chat with the $5. Salute to you, Teach. He says, salute KQKC and Knockout Boxing 86 TV. I'll be listening to you guys cooking in the background and be back as soon as I am finished. Hey, man, don't burn the food, bro. Don't burn the food, my brother. We got TJ in the building. Say, Ugas don't sell. That's a fact. Ricky, my brother. Salute, Ricky. Salute to you, bro. I appreciate you coming through, man. We got Demetrius Bright in the building. Salute, Demetrius. Let's see who else we got in here. We got G Parker. What up, G? Salute to you, bro. Let's see, G Parker. We got Grace Curtis in the building. We got Zulu Lion showing love in that super chat. Salute Zulu with that $10. He says, how do you put out so many straps in one division and not respect the different opportunities each champ makes for himself? Ugas taking his strap to a multi-million-dollar fight. Them big facts, bro. Them is big fat. Like that's the thing. Like everybody want to talk about Spence. Oh, he don't get the Ugas fight. The main thing is Ugas. Like he didn't even get to enjoy the fruits of his labor. He beat Manny Pacquiao and they're like, here's your reward. 2 young ass, strong ass fighters that are pressure fighters that throw a shit ton of punches. They got a lot of power. Go through them and then maybe you can get a big fight. Like, damn, that's a hell of a reward.
You ain't lying, cause like you say, he can lose that strap.
Yeah, man. And then all them big fights, they go bye-bye.
Yeah.
All them big fights, they go bye-bye. We got my daughter Jada in the building. Salute, Jay. TJ says, good looks with the Adames Chanko prediction. Hey, man, I just try to do what I could do. And then TJ showing love with that $10 in the super chat. He ain't had to say shit. He ain't had to say nothing. You just dropping money. I appreciate that, bro. Thank you so much, man. All right, so let's get to it, y'all. The point of this show, we usually do this show on Saturdays, but we had 2 real big cards this weekend.
Sunday we usually do the
card and the Sunday card. So that's what we're here for. We want to talk about the Gervonta Davis and Isaac Cruz fight. That's what we want to talk about. But we're gonna go down the line. We're gonna talk about all the fights like we do on a typical Saturday. Break down everything. What's next for each fight?
Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday. Yeah, it happened Sunday. My bad. We're gonna break down all the fights from Sunday. Get them going, and then we'll spend a lot of time talking about Gervonta Davis because there's a lot of news after the fight about his hand, about him dropping belts and all that shit. So we about to cover all of this shit, man. We'll start with the first fight of the night on the pay-per-view. You had Eduardo Ramirez versus Miguel Mariaga. It was a 10-round fight in the featherweight division. KQKC was live on the call. KQ, what do you remember about that fight, man? Break that down for us. What happened?
Well, let me see. Can't remember that far back.
Yeah, that's why we had to try to do the show today.
Right. But it was a good fight. Margaret, they were slanging. They let their hands go, and that was the first fight of the card. And the first fight of the card was fire. I mean, both guys were getting in and getting out. Both guys give it as much as they was giving it back. But I think Mariaga was landing the more cleaner shots, and he was pretty much wearing them down. And pretty much it was just a slugfest. I can't say too much about it because I kind of slipped my mind a little bit of
Yeah.
what all of it what went on. But I do remember the first fight and the first bout was a great fight. It was a great kickoff to that card. So that's pretty much
Yeah.
all I got with that one. Yeah, that's the only one.
Mariaga, Miguel Mariaga looked cooked, man. He's 35 years old. He's always been okay. He's challenged for titles before, but Eduardo Ramirez, he was moving up. He was moving up to that weight, and he showed a very good work rate. He showed that he can be a player in the division. And honestly, man, this was one of the best fights of the night from an entertainment perspective, with the amount of punches that they were throwing and how Eduardo Ramirez was able to really put hands, and he put paws on Mariaga. I think Mariaga's at a point, you start losing, and this is no disrespect to Eduardo Ramirez, but you start losing once you have challenged for a title, and then you start losing the guys like Eduardo Ramirez who are on their way up, who already had 2 losses himself, who was a smaller fighter and not a big puncher. You start losing the guys like this at 35 years old. Like, might be time for Mariaga to hang it up. And it always happens, like, the bigger the weight class, the longer it seems like you can fight. Like, heavyweights can last a little bit longer, but them lower weight classes, 34, 35, with the amount of punches that they throw and shit, like that's
Right.
that's not good. That's not good.
Right.
You can get in there and get your ass whooped. Y'all smash the like button one time for me, man, as we continue to talk this boxing. So let's get on down the card, man. Let's get on down the card. Let's see. We got That's Me in the building, and like I said, y'all smash that like button for me. Put your seatbelt on when you hop in the car. We had Sergey Davincinko versus Carlos Adames. This was a middleweight fight. This one was a good fight. This one went the distance. And I told y'all to watch out for the underdog, man. And he did his thing. Adames was able to get the victory on Davincinko. KQ, what about that fight? What do you got on that fight?
Well, you got to understand, boxing, I keep saying, it's a young man sport. And a lot of people don't understand this. When you have an extensive background in amateur, all right, some people stay a little bit too longer than they should. Then once they get into the pro ranks, of course, the first 10 fights, of course, you're going to dominate them. But your body takes a toll in boxing. That's why they call it a young man sport. And Davincinko, that's what happened to him, I believe. I believe that he was getting hit by big blows by a big guy. And now he could take a shot. I see that. He has a chin, no doubt about that. And yes, he was trying to give it as much as he was getting it, but he wasn't getting it hard enough. He wasn't throwing hard enough, and he wasn't landing the cleaner shots. So, so basically, what he was doing, he was getting outworked. And like I say, this is a bigger guy, and this is the middleweight division. And the middleweight division, Davincinko, I think, is right. Looking at the end of his ropes. I mean,
Yeah.
Adams, he's a big guy, and I can see him moving up real soon, because the way he carries weight, he can be a threat. When he move up to 160, he could be a
Crazy
real
thing
threat.
is, KQ, not to cut you off, this was his first fight moving up from 154.
Wow.
He just moved up.
Wow. See that goes to show you, and he got the athleticism, other words, for a big guy like that to move like that. That makes me look at Charlo. That made me look at, guys like that, that makes me look like, okay, this guy, okay, he there for the taking. He wasn't, now this is when underdogs shine. Now, even though he won, yes, he did. Okay, no doubt about it. But they're gonna start putting him in eliminators. They're gonna start putting him into championship fights. And this guy is fighting his way up, just like Deontay Wilder did, just like other fighters do. And this was a big guy knockout. And Davincinko tried to give it back, but he just couldn't. Because this guy carried a heavy punch. And his jab, I think I've seen someone say something about his jab. His jab.
CJ said his jab was fire. Yeah.
Yeah, that jab was on point, dude. Man, that jab was fire, baby. Yes, sir. And Davincinko, he stopped him. He stopped Davincinko right in his tracks. Right in his track, in the middle
Kept
of
making them reset. Kept making his ass reset. He couldn't
Yep.
keep coming. This shit was hurting.
Yeah. Yep. Shoes, man. So yeah, that was a fight, man. And congratulations, Al. And you know what? And I think he can go a long way with the right growth. You know, and I really believe that. But he gonna have to cut that weight a little bit, not cut it like smaller, but tone it up. I think he should.
Yeah, he bulky.
Right.
Sure.
Right. Yeah.
And that's what I was gonna touch on. So I thought the fight was good. I picked the dumbest to win. Sergey Davincinko, 36 years old. And fun fact, and I said this when I did the breakdown prediction video. Sergey Davincinko, he got issues at middleweight because he got the same arm reach as Tank Davis, bro. Like he only has a 67-inch arm reach.
No way, you got a problem.
He got them Tank Davis arms. And so Carlos Adames, I'm just glad he was able to put rounds in the bank early. Because he won like the first 4 rounds on my scorecard, and I ended up giving it to him like 6-4. Davincinko came on late, but Adames was able to control with his jab. He was slicker, he was faster, he had good counter punching. But rounds 8, 9, and 10, I was getting worried. And if it was a 12-round fight, Adames got gas tank issues, and maybe it is because he is so bulky. But I saw him get tired because he challenged Teixeira for the title. And he was beating Teixeira, but he got tired and got dropped in the 8th round, and he ended up losing a split decision to Teixeira. So he's fought for a title before down at 154, and he could have been the one that was fighting Brian Castano before Brian Castano had fought Charlo, but he ended up losing to Teixeira. He's the guy that Teixeira beat right before Teixeira went and lost to Brian Castano. So Adames' career could have went in a totally different way, but he got to find a conditioning coach to get him to run the proper amount of miles, lose the proper amount of muscle mass or something. Because as you said, if he start challenging for title eliminators and he start fighting 12-round fights against, top level competition, I worry about him in the back half of fights. Because Teixeira almost stopped his ass, and Teixeira ain't got that much punching power. You start fighting these bigger, stronger dudes that got real good gas tanks. Yeah, they got real good gas tanks. They could give some issues for Adames. But overall, I was impressed. Davincinko, I just like you alluded to, he just started too late. He stuck around as a damn amateur, too damn long. Ain't no way in hell you should be a professional fighter, 36 years old, and you only got 17 fights, bro.
Exactly.
Like, let's put this in perspective. We got Brandon Lee, who is a young 22-year-old who's going to be fighting on the Showtime card this weekend. Brandon Lee is 22 years old with 23 fights.
Wow.
Sergey Davincinko, and then we can even go to a more well-known guys. I know all y'all know Jerron Boots Ennis. He's 24 years old. He got like 29 fights. He got damn near 30 fights already. Jaime Munguia got damn near 40 fights. And he's 25 years old. Here we are with this 36-year-old man. He got 17 fights, bro. Josh Taylor got more fights than him.
Wow.
So I said it in your chat when you were calling the fight, OG. Like, I wonder what his career would have been like if he had got started earlier. Because now you 36, you can't cut the weight, so you got to fight at a big old weight class and shit. You got these little fucking T-Rex, Velociraptor arms and shit that can't reach shit. So you always got to jump in on people and you get caught coming in. Charlo beat his ass when he was on the way in. Triple G caught him with some good shit when he was on his way in. And then now Adames just kept him at bay long enough to just dwindle his shit down, and he ended up losing. So I think it's time for him to retire because Sergey Davincinko, he done had all his shots, bro. He got a shot at Triple G. He got a shot at Charlo. He got a shot at Adames in the 10-rounder. Like, what are you going to do next? He finna be food for the other 160 up and 160 pounders. They're going to feed him to somebody like Jesus Ramos next. Like, I don't know, man. I just hate to see him. He on the wrong side of 35, man. He waited too long, and it's unfortunate because you can see the talent. You can see, like, damn, if he was like 28, I wonder how that guy, shit, he might be a problem, but he just too old, man. Father Time is undefeated.
Yeah,
it's all I got on it,
Every fight he fighting, he got to sell out to get inside. You're going to have to take 2 or 3 pieces in the head or face, whatever, just to get in and land 1 or 2. So he all
and if they can hit, and if they can hit them dudes at 160, man, they ain't nothing to play with. You fighting at a disadvantage like that. You got the arm reach of 135 pounder, bro. They gonna wear your ass out. And I know all y'all ain't smashed my like button. I'm looking at how many people in here versus my likes. Come on, y'all.
Smash that like button.
Help us out, man. Get the content to
Yes.
the people. You know, we got the cash out scrolling down the screen. That costs money. I understand. I got the super chat button up there for y'all. That costs money. I understand that too. But the like button free, my people. It's free. It don't cost you nothing. You know you're enjoying the boxing talk. Just scroll your mouse over, or if you're on your phone, you can just touch it with your finger and shit. Just hit the thumbs up for me, man. So they'll share this with everybody. But let's get to the co-main event. This one, to me, this was the most boring fight on the card. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. We had the Towering Inferno versus Sebastian Fundora versus Sergio Garcia. KQ, you can take it away first, man. What did you think of the fight? And then once you break down the fight, do you think Sebastian Fundora can be anything? Do you think he can be a world champion? So break down the fight and then answer that question for me, man.
He's a tall guy, and he I thought he had a longer reach than what he had, but he's one dimensional, and I don't think he can be that type of champ. He get hits too much. His defense is lacking. Yes, he does have that same southpaw combination. I call it the same southpaw combination. That's the right hook followed by the straight left down the middle. We all know all southpaw does that.
You throw that shit over and over and over.
Right. Right. Exactly. We know Fundora always catch you with the right hand and go down the middle. All southpaws does that, right? Unless you like a Earl Spence or someone that kind of mix it up and use, different combinations. Well, Fundora, all he showed me Sunday was that he's durable, that he can take a punch. That only showed me that Garcia made it a hard fight for Fundora. Now, yes, his height is letting him last this long because most guys ain't that tall in that division.
Hell no, not at 154.
No.
I didn't know you could be 6'5", 154 pounds.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's an awkward body, the height. Then you got the weight. That that just don't play. So therefore, you're not going to get a lot of knockouts at that weight and height. If you look at his arms, you look at the body. All right, it's just slender. It's just straight up and down.
Big face, slender as shit.
It's just slender. And Garcia, like I was calling the fight, yeah, he stepped on that step ladder and he was smacking him with left and right. There's no way a man that's shorter than you should be able to piece you up like that. And so, I mean, I don't think. I mean, yeah, it's good for boxing. As you see, a tall guy, kind of awkward. It's good for boxing for people to look at. Wow, but it's nothing special about him. And I don't think he's going to last too long. Okay, once he find out how that canvas tastes, I think his will will be broken. But right now, as long as he winning, as long as they're picking his opponents for him, he's in a comfortable position right now. So, but I don't think he's going to be that hellified champion. He's not going to be that big star. No, he's not. He's a freak of nature. That's what he is. He's a freak of nature because, like I say, how can you be that height with that weight on you? So now if he was a little bit bigger, this and that, then we'd be talking about heavyweight. We were talking about cruiserweight, so, but he's not. I told everybody, if you look at Deontay Wilder, if you look at his father, a mother, brother, they are slender people, but they are slender with curves and muscles and bulk. Fundora just straight up and down. Straight up and down. No curve or nothing. Right. So how can you pretty much, look at this guy and say this is gonna be the next star, but so it's not gonna happen, So but the fight, let me say about the fight. The fight was entertaining. I will say that. Because Garcia, he tried his best. He was game. He came to fight. He came to try to get up that step ladder and knock him out. And he pretty much kind of bloody up his nose. Like I say, he don't have the defense. So he pretty much was giving it to him. And Fundora was trying to give it back, but he just wasn't there. He was trying to throw hard, but he's not that big. And, two big stick and they don't punch. so, but, it was entertaining, though. I think it was entertaining. So
Yeah. And salute to my wife in the super chat. Respect y'all grind, much respect with the $10. I appreciate that, baby. So yeah. Man, so Fundora to me, and I saw Teach, he's like, we speaking blasphemy because cause you don't think he a star. You don't even know what I'm gonna say yet. Teach, I could think he gonna be a star. You ain't let me talk yet. You ain't let me talk yet, man. But here's my thing with Fundora. Like, no, like I don't want to sound too harsh, y'all, so I ain't gonna just go all the way in. But when you got when you a tall fighter and you don't have a jab, it's annoying to me, bro. Like it's an annoying thing to watch somebody with just a God get like God just said, here, man, you can have an 80-inch arm reach. You can be 6'5" and you can be 154 pounds and you can make the weight comfortably. And his response to that is, I want to fight inside. I just want to throw uppercuts and hooks. I don't want to throw no jab. I don't like straight punches. Like, what, bro? You make fight any fighter that makes fights more difficult than they have to be. I got a problem. I got a huge problem with that as a boxing fan. And then you see Sergio Garcia. For those y'all that don't know a lot about him, you probably watched the Sebastian Fundora fight. You're like, oh, he a pressure fighter. Oh, he's trying to come forward. Nah, he was just doing what he had to do because he really just a boxer. He really just a boxer with no power. And so you got to ask yourself, if he could do that, if he could pressure Fundora and fight outside himself and land those overhand rights and have the success he has, I'm believing triangle theory. But I mean, what champion or top contender you giving can't do that to Fundora? Who can't hit his body, bro? His body is fucking 5 feet tall by itself, just his torso. So he open for body work. He ain't got no defense. He like to lean straight back. And I see him in the future running across the wrong fighter. And I see him getting knocked out with an overhand right. That's what I think is going to happen. When I see him up against somebody like, God forbid he ever get in there with Jamel Charlo or Castano or anybody like that, Erickson Lubin. Like, I got all of them over him, bro. I got like, I don't see a top guy. Like, somebody going to have to vacate a belt and move up or some shit from what I saw in his last performance. Because no disrespect to Sergio Garcia, this was a man who never fought outside of Spain. You know what I'm saying? Like, Spain ain't known for, like, I don't know. Like, ain't no way no dude from Spain who ain't never fought in America is supposed to make that fight that tough for you if you're supposed to be this big star. So overall, I wasn't impressed. I was much more impressed with what he did with Jorge Cota than I was with what he did with this fighter, Sergio Garcia. And I want to see what's next from him because, you know, it's different to watch somebody 6'5" fighting at 154. Like, it's a cool story, but I worry about him fighting top fighters. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. At all. I worry about him in there with top fighters. And we got a couple of super chats. Salute to Tim Muse in the building with the $5. He says, appreciate all the content and hard work. Keep an eye on the Cash App on Payday Friday. I owe you on some of your predictions. It's a pleasure, man. I predict the fights because I love the sport. But hey, I ain't gonna stop you. I appreciate you, bro. I really do. Exclusive news. What's up, X? What's up, X? With that $2. He said, I'm here, big bro. Can't miss this great boxing talk. We appreciate it, man. We here to work. Got Catman in the building. Got Ashley's Corner in the building. Sweet Tea in the building. Let me see. Shaka Milks Rogers, salute to you. He said he wants Gervonta and Riggin. Yeah, we there. We to the main fight. We to the fight y'all came here to talk about, man. We to the fight y'all came here to talk about. So it's a lot of news coming from this fight, but we're gonna break down the fight for y'all first. Then we're gonna talk about Gervonta Davis dropping his belt. We're gonna talk about the broken hand. We're gonna talk about all that shit. But first and foremost, KQKC break down the fight for a lot of people saying Tank lost. It's a lot of people screaming robbery and shit, man. What's up? What's up with this fight, man? What did you see when you was calling it?
Man, that's what I'm saying. Like I said, I was off Tuesday, so you know me, I'm just looking and okay, I wanted to get on so bad, but I said, you know what, I'm gonna rest today, and but I don't know where y'all getting this shit from. I don't know what y'all looking at or what you looking at or you had something in your eye, because I don't know. I mean, I'm hearing draw. I'm hearing that he got outboxed. I'm hearing that he was exposed. I mean, no. I get it. Knockout sales. We know that. Knockout is what Gervonta Tank Davis does. That's his bread and butter right there, right? He put asses in the seat because he's exciting. Well, sometimes you have to make adjustments. And that's what he had to do, make adjustments in a fighter that's coming to him every minute, every second of that round. So he's very talented when you can do that, when you can mix it up, when you can change it up. So he knows he got a pressure fighter here. He knows that Cruz is determined to knock him out or determined to go 12 rounds. So therefore, everything Cruz through, you might see somebody jumping up in the seats, which I did. You know, they really, really wanted him to win. Okay, now, no offense, but this is Los Angeles. All right, and Los Angeles is more Hispanic culture there than normal. You know, I'm just saying. You know, no racism intended, but still, Gervonta Davis showed us a different side of his boxing skills. He showed us a little bit more of his attributes. His attributes is that he can fight on the back foot. His attributes is he know how to swing out as a southpaw and use the check hook to get back and bring it right back to the center of the ring. His attributes showed us that he knows how to get out of trouble when he get to the corner of the turnbuckle. His attributes he know how to slide up and down the ropes and throw punches and counter punches. So that is what people didn't like, because even Cruz said that, oh, he was scared of him. No, he wasn't. The name of the game is hit and don't get hit. That's what boxing's all about. Now, it's not slugging. No, I'm sorry, but this is the wrong sport. Y'all getting shit fucked up, right? This is boxing. And boxing's a sweet science. And what he did Sunday, and I'm not a tank lover, all right?
He's not.
You know, I'm just going to give you the facts, all right? I call balls and strikes. Y'all know what I do. Y'all know how I say it, right? So what Gervonta Davis did was say, okay, listen, okay, this guy is coming after me, so I'm going to use my ability to use my right hand and left hand and my feet, if that's what he did, because he made Cruz miss more than he connected. We know that he was hitting the air, running into the ropes, because Gervonta wasn't there. He would hit him with a counter punch and get out. Yes, they was pretty much in far in between. Yes, but it was some combination.
Hold up, KQ. Hold up real quick. Shaker, look, man, I'm open to opinions, bro. And you got your opinion, you stick to your opinion, but don't throw the race stuff in there, man. Just keep it boxing for us, and we good. Don't nobody block them. Don't nobody time them out, no shit like that. It's cool to have your opinion, you know what I'm saying? But I know plenty of people that aren't black, that are boxing fans, that don't agree with you. So keep it about boxing. We ain't talking no race over here. We just talking boxing. But you entitled to your opinion, bro. If you think Tank got exposed, you think he got exposed. Tell us why in the chat. But just keep it boxing, my brother. We ain't on that type of shit over here. Go ahead, KQ.
Yeah. No. There's no racism. I mean, anybody could see that. See, you have to understand. I'm gonna tell you the difference in Gervonta Davis and Cruz, Pitbull Cruz. He's a pressure fighter. It's nothing fancy about him. He's just a straight come forward fighter. That's it. You're not going to see him use that great foot movement. You're not going to see him use that lateral movement. He's just not that guy. He's a guy that want to come straight ahead and just punch, just like any other Leo Santa Cruz or someone like that. Leo Santa Cruz just think that boxing just throw 100 punches per round and woo, I'm good. No, it's not. He put on a boxing display. Now, if he would have got hit with that uppercut, but Cruz did his homework, he didn't have a high guard, he had a chin guard. So therefore, that when Gervonta Davis was throwing them uppercuts, he didn't want to get knocked out like Cruz, like Leo Santa Cruz did. So I mean, but that goes to show you that when you are a pure boxer, when you are a slick boxer, you can change. You can use your adjustments and be able to do fight back on the back foot, come forward and box, fight on the inside, fight on the outside. Gervonta Davis have all those skills. No matter what color you are, you see that shit. You see that shit fight after fight. Every fight that Gervonta Davis has fought in, he fought a little bit different. A little bit different. And as the rounds go on, you can see Gervonta Davis get more comfortable. He started dropping his hands. Started dropping his hand, waiting on him to come in. Soon Pitbull come in, he's trying to bam, trying to hit with the uppercut. Barely missed him one time. Almost caught his ass one time because he was coming in aggressively. No control aggression, just straight aggressive. And that gets you knocked out. So, but with one hand, I think he did a damn good job. So
big facts, big fact.
Yeah.
So here's my thing, man, and I don't want to insult people that are saying this was a robbery and all of that. I'm not here to insult you. I'm just saying I've been watching boxing for a long time, and I really think that some of you sometimes when you're watching a boxing match, you don't know what you're looking at, number one, and then number two, maybe you don't know how the fight is scored, bro. Maybe you think because somebody's being aggressive or because somebody's moving forward, that mean they winning the fight. So I would just ask you. So a couple of points I want to make. Number one, Isaac Cruz didn't fight how he fight in all his other fights. This man was on a tear. He was on a 16 fight winning streak. He threw far less punches in this fight. He wasn't able to land as many punches as he usually did. So if Tank wasn't outboxing him, I need somebody to explain to me why Isaac Cruz didn't look how he looked in all his other previous fights. That's the first point. The second point I want to make to you: how, if boxing is scored on clean, effective punching and ring generalship and defense, who showed better defense? You can look at the punching and you can see that Gervonta Davis landed way more not way more. He landed more punches than Isaac Pitbull Cruz. He got hit less than Isaac Pitbull Cruz. That's the first thing. Clean, effective punches. Look at the punches that was knocking Isaac Pitbull Cruz across the ring on a regular basis. That right hook that he was catching his ass with. You look at fighting round by round, and people think because see, here's what it is. Everybody was calling Isaac Cruz trash, and they were like, "Oh, Tank gonna knock him out." And because he didn't meet your expectations of knocking Isaac Cruz out, now all of a sudden Isaac Cruz got robbed. And y'all be making me mad sometimes, bro. When it comes to this robbery word that y'all like to throw around, like y'all throw around the word robbery and have no idea what a robbery truly is in boxing, bro. Like Robson Canseco was robbed in the Oscar Valdez fight before the fight even happened, when they let Valdez fight anyway and changed the rules for his ass. Then he was robbed after the fight when the scorecards came out because the man won 9 rounds. That was a robbery, right? Earlier this year, when we watched Michael Fox beat the shit out of Gabriel Mastery, and we find out Gabriel Mastery is from Venezuela, which is the same place that the WBA is stationed in Venezuela. That's where they from. They from Venezuela. So that Venezuelan fighter for that Venezuela sanctioning body got the victory over a guy who knocked him down and outboxed his ass the entire fight, bro. The entire fight, Michael Fox beat the shit out of Gabriel Mastery. That's a robbery, bro. That's what a robbery is. You understand what I'm saying? Or for my boxing fans like KQKC, a couple of the OGs that's in here that been watching boxing longer than some of us have been drawing breath from the earth. I'm sure they could tell you, well, Sweet Pea Pernell Whitaker, he got robbed when he fought Chavez. That's the definition of a goddamn robbery, not what we witnessed last night. Like anytime it's a close fight, I'm finding out this is where I think we at with Tank. I think we at the same place that we got with Floyd Mayweather. I don't know if it's because of Floyd Mayweather and people was like, shit, we ain't get to see him lose. Shit, he went 50-0. So the next best thing, we want his fighter to lose. And so what they started to do with Floyd is anytime he would have a competitive fight, anytime you had a fighter that he fought against that got more than 4 rounds off of him, bro, like if it was a fight where you could have gave the other fighter 4 rounds, they automatically say that fighter won. They automatically say that fighter robbed. Maidana was a robbery. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it looked like he could have you could have found 4 or 5 rounds to give him. So now it's a robbery. Floyd lost that first fight, right? And that's where we are with Tank Davis. I think if he don't knock you out, or if he don't win the fight anything better than 9 rounds to 3, if he have an 8-4 fight or a 7-5 fight, people gonna scream robbery because they simply just want him to lose, in my opinion, for whatever reason. Some of it, I believe people don't like Tank Davis. Some of it, I do believe it's some Floyd layover going on with that. But to me, Tank Davis showed that he can box. He showed a diverse skill set. He showed that he don't have to just knock your ass out, that he can outbox you, that he can do other things. And so I'm not impressed with the performance because I expected him to win. I expected him to win in a different fashion. But I'll leave y'all with this, and then we'll get to the stories about, after the fight and shit like that, the hand and him dropping the belt and what it means for lightweight. I'll leave y'all with this. If me and any one of y'all, Boxing Hideout TV, TJ, C. Coolidge, Tim Moosey, Dundada, Zulu Lion, King D, Sweet T, if any one of us, if we go race right now, and we racing in the Olympics, the 100-meter dash, if we go race right now.
You can call my name. You think I can't run?
Oh, KQ, we'll throw him in there. We racing right now. If we all go race, and I beat y'all, right? Are they gonna be like, nah, bro, you don't get the gold medal because you only won by half a second. You should have won by a whole second. Nah, bro, I'm gonna get my gold medal. I'm gonna get my W. A W is a W, bro. So I'm not trying to hear none of that shit. Y'all need to come off this robbery shit, realize what the word means, so that way when we say it as boxing fans, the shit can have some meaning. That's why they able to sweep shit like what happened to Michael Fox under the rug, bro. That's why they able to sweep the shit under the rug, because they like, oh, y'all boxing fans, y'all do that shit all the time. Y'all scream robbery and shit. Y'all scream robbery and shit. So, let's move on to the next. And then guess what? Now ain't nobody talking about Michael Fox and Gabriel Mastery. It's because we water down the word and shit with bullshit ass fights like this, because we can't keep it real because we dislike a fighter so much, bro. Yeah. Like I don't like that shit. When I say the word robbery, I want that shit to mean something. That's why you've only heard it so far. I've been on the channel less than a year. You've heard me use the word twice now. I said it on the Consejo and Valdez fight, and I said it on the Michael Fox and Gabriel Mastery fight. That's the only 2 times. You can go check my credentials. That's the only 2 times I brought up the word robbery, bro, because I want the shit to mean something. But some of you boxing fans, it don't mean shit to you. That's just what you go to when the guy you rooting for don't win. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I got on. I think I missed a super chat. There it is. Let me catch a super chat and we can move on. LT, $5 in the super chat. Salute to you, my guy. He says, good job, guys. Much love to the channel. Didn't know Tank could box like he did. Got to look at Davis differently. Yeah, because he showed he can beat you in a multitude of ways. I agree with that wholeheartedly. Let me tell y'all something. I got way more people in here than likes. I need the like button to be smashed, my good people. I know the cash apps cost money. I know the super chats cost money, but smash that like button for me if you just came in the building. What were you about to say, KQ?
No, I was going to go back to what you were saying a while back. I think maybe a couple of weeks ago or something like that, that stop saying what you're going to do in a fight. Because we as fans, we expect that. I saw what Don Dada said in the chat, and he's correct, because everybody was expecting Gervonta Davis just to roll over this little guy. He's shorter than he is. He haven't been on the big stage. He hasn't fought the best competition. So, everybody's expecting, it's over in 3 rounds. Oh, this is easy. Like, oh, this ain't pay-per-view worthy. But when something different happens, we disappointed, or we think it's a robbery, or we think that, man, Cruz is better than we thought. See, what? No, we were expecting better. We were expecting better out of Tank. But see, we underestimated Cruz. Tank didn't. We did. We thought he was just an old fly-by guy from Mexico City. But he showed that he wasn't. I mean, I have to take my hat off to him because he did survive. He didn't get knocked out, because he put the pressure on and Tank dealt with it. That's what boxing is. That's what Tank brings to the table. And I'm not a big Tank fan, but when you get faced with adversity and you face it head on and you do a damn good job like he did Sunday night, you can't do nothing but tip your hat off to him.
Big facts.
Because see, that's one of the attributes that he carries. So that's what the mix up, and I think the robbery and all that shit. Cause like Don Dada said, we were expecting more. We belittled Cruz. We made him like a nobody.
And he showed he's somebody. Damn
right, exactly. So he showed that I belong. I can fight on this stage, and that's what he did. And
Well, he
Devontae
showed
Davis, right,
a whole hell of a lot. You damn right. Cause let me tell you, shit, who he can't press at 135. If he can press a tank like that, who the hell gonna keep him up off of them?
right.
Shit, it's gonna be hard to keep that little dude up off of you down there at 135. So, I feel
Yeah.
what y'all saying. I just like I would be cool if people was like, look, man, Cruz better than we thought he would. That's a fact right there. But when you start talking about robbery, now we got to get into actually scoring the fight, who was landing the better shots, and what boxing is, and all that shit. And then that's where you lose me. Like, bro, stop screaming robbery every time the person that you don't want to win,
Right.
wins or some shit like that. Like that's what gets to me. But let's move this thing along, man, because we got a lot to talk about on this topic right here. So first, Gervonta Tank Davis. So his coach Calvin Ford came out and said he had a broke hand in camp. He said he broke his hand in camp and he was fighting with an injury and he re-aggravated it in the 6th or 7th round, he said. And so I guess and I want to give the floor to you. Does this make Tank's victory more impressive, less impressive? Does it really not matter to you? What did his broken hand or his injury say about you? And if you don't even believe he got injured in the first place, obviously get that opinion too. But what do you think of the hand injury, KQ?
Well, I think it was something going on with the hand, because I did see him at the press conference with something over his hands. I don't know what that was, but it was like a big Band-Aid or some kind of wrap over his hands. I mean, on all 5 fingers. If you go back and look at that presser, you'll see it. Now, what does that take from the fight or bring to the fight? Well, it shows that he can fight through adversity. He can fight through pain.
I'm
That
sorry,
shows,
KQ. Give me a second. Again, with the generalizations, my brother. Usyk is number 1 on my pound for pound list, bro. So I don't know what this bias is. First it was black people, now it's just Americans. You got this ethnic kind of racial thing going on there, man, bro. Just keep it boxing, bro. That's the 2nd time. 3rd strike, you out, bro. Just give your opinion without all the extra political, ethnicity, racial type shit, man. We not on that over here. That's the last time I'm gonna say it, bro. I don't want to block you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here for that. Let's just talk boxing though. Go ahead, KQ.
yeah, and Tito Trinidad, man, that was one of my favorite fighters back in the day. Shoes, man, Tito Trinidad, and he's not from here.
My favorite fighter, and I don't even know if you know this person, Shaker Milks Rogers. My favorite fighter under 126 pounds is Jesse Rodriguez. He's Mexican.
And congratulations to Miguel Cotto. He went in the Hall of Fame.
Big facts, bro.
Yeah,
so,
yes, sir.
Come on, man.
With Gervonta Davis' hand injury, Floyd alluded to this 5 years ago, 6 years ago. No fighter really goes into a fight 100%. And now Tank, I believe he did have a hand injury, but how big it was, I can't tell you that because I don't know. Because he was still throwing both hands. He was throwing the right hook. He was throwing the left down the pipe, the uppercut. So I don't know exactly how much of a part it played in his win. But your hands are not your feet. I know that. Your hands are not your feet. So his feet was working just fine because he was dodging them punches. He was getting out the way. And yes, he was scoring. He was going downstairs. He was slapping him with the right hook. He was doing all he had to do, So I don't think the right hand was a big issue. But right now, it's going to be a while before he can get back in there to the hand heels because now it was a ball. It wasn't broken at first. But I think it's like fractured now. I think it's broke,
Okay.
So he's going to be out. But, he did what he had to do. Listen, like I said, Gervonta Tank Davis is not, he's not my biggest fan. But the man has matured. He has matured a lot. Now, I don't know because of the kids. I don't know because of age, but he has matured a lot. We remember a long time ago when he stepped out on that stage. He didn't even know how to talk. He didn't even know how to talk. Now he knows how to talk. He's comfortable around the press. He's comfortable around people. He's comfortable around doing this and doing that. So he's serious about his craft. And when you get to that plateau being serious about your craft, then that makes you a better person. That makes you a better boxer. And right now, he's putting his all into all his training camps. So therefore, you just got to tip your head off to him and Cruz too. because I wasn't going to order that fight, but I said, you know what, I will.
Shout out to who was it? Carlos Munoz.
Yeah,
Shout out to
Carlos
Carlos
Munoz,
Munoz for getting us a great call because we wasn't gonna get that call, man.
Yeah, so he said, I said, man, I ain't order that, because see, I was one of them people too. They thought that was a BS fight that Tank gonna knock him out first round. Man, I ain't gonna pay no $80. But see, you see, but when he went 12 rounds, did Tank get exposed? No, he just fought a different fighter with a different style. That's all. And that what makes him so great. But the hand issue, I don't think did play a big part. I
got you.
Got you.
Yeah. And salute to the brother D-Lo 404 Boxing. First time catching you live. Keep up the good work. I appreciate the compliment. I'm sure KQ does as well. We working, bro. We working. I'm right here every single Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m. Central, and KQ and I live together every Sunday morning, 9 a.m. And then he got his shows that he do every day as well. So we appreciate that, D-Lo. So the hand, right? So this is my thing. Once you step in that ring, I ain't got no excuses for you, bro. Once you step in that ring, and I like Tank. Tank is the only person I can get down that my daughters will sit down and watch box because he transcends into like hip hop and casual fans, and my daughter's a casual boxing fan. So that's the only fight that they watch with me is when Tank Davis is on. Every time I ask them to watch a boxing fight, they like, yo, is it Tank? And I'm like, no. They like, all right, well, we good. I like Tank Davis, but
you know what? You're right about that, man. Because I asked somebody, I said, man, who's that rapper? He from Chicago.
Yeah, see. So yeah, man, they really that's who they like. But so for me, the whole hand injury thing, I'm not gonna take away credit. I'm not gonna give credit for it because I'm not gonna do it like had he lost, I don't want it to be an excuse. You know what I'm saying? Like the same thing with Spence and his eye and his car accidents. Once them doctors clear you, and they get you and they get you in the ring and they say that you can fight, then all bets are off, bro. Because I'm not gonna big up Tank for fighting with a broken hand, but then on one hand I'm shitting on Teofimo Lopez for making excuses after he got his ass whipped by George Kambosos. It's no excuses both ways for me. That way, as you say, KQKC, I'm just calling them balls and strike shit. I'm just keeping it real. So that's the first thing. What I will say, it did show me something though. It showed me a couple of things. Number one, it showed me he got real boxing skills. He got real boxing skills, and he can win in a multitude of ways. Number two, I've always had this thought in the back of my mind about Tank. Like, okay, bro, he seemed like he got the power. He seemed like he just knocked dudes out. He seemed like he got skills and shit. But what happened if somebody stand up to him? What happened if they don't go for that bully shit and they don't back down from him? Is he really tough like that, or is he just a bully? And what that hand showed me is that if some adversity hit his ass, if somebody push back, he just gonna push harder. If somebody try to come at him and he having difficulty in the fight, he just gonna keep coming. And so what it did show me is that now I know for a fact, without a shadow of a doubt, Tank a dog, bro. Tank a absolute dog. It ain't just no bully, trying to bully people. It ain't just like a front runner type of fighter. No, he a fighter with some real dog in him. And so I do appreciate that about him. And then I've heard a lot of people saying that that they think that it's fake or whatever. There's pictures showing his swollen hand. That's the first thing. But then you also got to know who the message is coming from, right? Calvin Ford was the one. His coach Calvin Ford was one of the first ones to say that after the post press conference that Tank had a hand injury after the camp. He was the first one to say it. And if you don't know anything about Calvin Ford, he's one of the most authentic, most realest people in boxing. So he, in my opinion, I mean, shit, I don't think he would lie about something like that. So I think the hand injury is real. I think that he really was hurt. And if you just go look at I don't know about this whole 6th round thing. I will tell you in the 11th and the 12th round, he didn't throw his left hand at all. You go back and you can watch the film. In the 11th and 12th round, Tank Davis did not throw his left hand one time. So it was clearly something wrong with it. So I think the injury was real, but giving him more credit and acting like, oh my God, he beat him with one hand. He's showing that he's the greatest. I ain't really gonna do all that because it's boxing shit. People get hurt. You got to fight through injuries. People get cut and shit. People, you know what I'm saying? They get swole up and shit. That's just part of the game. And I like what Tank said. For people thinking that he making excuses about it, you can go read his quotes. He said, I did what I did. This is boxing. I'm not really going to use the hand as an excuse. I got the job done. And he left it at that. So he ain't making no excuses for it. He ain't trying to act like it's a big deal. So why should we do it as boxing fans? That's the stance that I'm taking on, and that's my thoughts on the situation.
Correct.
OG, you got anything else you want to say about that one?
No, it just that, like you said, it just shows that, you know, when, like you said, when people saying that, he's a bully and this and that, and what happens when he faced someone that actually gonna stand up to him. Well, Cruz pressured him. Cruz tried to get to him any way he can, and which he did. He went this way. He went that way. He tried to cut off the ring. He tried to rush in, and Gervonta Davis pretty much slipped punches and did what he had to do. If you haven't seen Tank fight like that, then that was a treat for you to see, because he was a good back foot fighter that night. He was able to slip punches. He was able to use a great lateral movement. He used every inch of that ring, and he eluded Cruz. Now Cruz, now like I say, he's small, but he's fast. He has fast hands, so he saw the punches coming also. See, don't think that boxing is just this sport that you can go out there and just throw punches. Okay, boxing comes with other things that come with boxing, like a ring IQ. And you got to think, and you have to think and find out basically how they're your opponent. Your opponent want to tear your head off. So you have to think how you going to elude that. Like I said already before, a boxing ain't slugging. All right. Boxing is a sweet science. And that's what Gervonta Tank did. I mean, he fought a great fight. And like I said, he got the W. You can't go out there and knock out everybody. You can't.
No one has ever done that.
Right.
No
like
one
I told
has ever
everybody.
had 100% knockout ratio.
Exactly. Like I said.
Ever, bro. Ever.
Exactly. Like I said today, Deontay Wilder, he's a knockout artist, but he did not. I repeat, he did not have every fight with a knockout. He won the WBC without a knockout that night. He beat Bermain Severn by boxing for 12 rounds and won the WBC. So sometimes you have to do what you have to do. That's why I tell everybody that a boxer shouldn't go look for the knockout. If it comes, it comes. All right. So if you don't, take the win. All right. That's all you have to do. So, hey, I know a lot of people surprised that Gervonta didn't get the knockout. Oh, I'm sorry, but maybe he'll give it to you next time, or maybe you'll see it next time, or maybe you won't. But please don't say that, oh, he got exposed. Don't say, come on, so but that's all I got on that.
Yes, sir. And salute to Zulu line back in that super chat with the $2. He say Tank went Larry Holmes. Yeah, man. He showed something. So let's get to some more news, man. 135-pound division. Looks like that's where Tank Davis is planning to stay for the foreseeable future. He has vacated his belt at 140 pounds. So he already vacated the 130-pound belt. Now he's vacated the 140-pound belt. So the only belt he currently holds is a WBA regular belt at 135 pounds. This is directly from WBA's boxing Twitter and website. They says Gervonta Davis informed the WBA that he will only keep his lightweight belt. Gervonta had 5 days after his fight last Sunday to choose a division, and he decided to stay at 135. What's up with all these short ass notices? Ugas only get 2 weeks to decide. Gervonta only get 5 days to decide. WBA starting to get on my damn nerves. I'm starting to get tired of talking about that ass KQ. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. But what you think about this, man? You think so him vacating his belt, like, I see some writing on the wall, some tea leaves and something. Look like they might be pushing for that Kambosos fight. If he's fighting at 135, what you think is next, man? What does this news say to you as you kind of read the tea leaves on this situation?
Well, first of all, he did the right thing. First of all, they gave him 5 days to make a decision. He didn't have to take 5 days. I think he knew right then and there. They probably gonna do it anyway. He didn't take 5 days. He took 2. He said, hell no. Okay, here, take this shit. Right? And he want to fight at 135. Yes, I think they're trying to push for the George Kambosos fight. Everybody, like I said today, everybody, Lomachenko, everybody wanted Mikey Garcia. What the hell, Mikey Garcia? Anyway, Mikey Garcia, Ryan Garcia, Lomachenko, Devin Haney, Gervonta Tank Davis. Everybody's trying to fight George Kambosos. Now, of course, George Kambosos is managed by none other than Lou DiBella. Now, of course, George Kambosos, keep in mind, like I said earlier, when I showed that George Kambosos is the only B-level fighter that might make A-level of money. Because right now, he's winning the crown at 135. Minus Lopez. Minus now Gervonta Davis with a broke hand. So right now, for the foreseeable future, right now, I don't think that because they were going to mandate Gervonta Davis to fight Kambosos.
That's what they talking about. They ain't did it
Right.
yet. I see Coolidge. It ain't happened yet. It ain't came down yet. But I mean, shit. They talk. What's up with the belt? The whole belt reduction. What's
Right.
up with that shit down here at lightweight? You see what I'm saying? KQ is different.
Yeah.
Different strokes, man.
See, that's what I'm saying. You got to keep the same energy. What you do at welterweight, what you do at heavyweight, cruiserweight, all the way down to bantamweight, flyweight, goddammit. Look, keep that same energy. What's good for the goose, it should be good for the gander. All right. So what I'm saying is that if you're gonna do the same to 135, do the same to 147, 140. Stop playing ring around the goddamn belts.
Big facts.
I mean, it's killing me. You supposed to be cleaning up.
Down here we got mandatories. Up here we can unify. Over here we got an interim belt. We're gonna get rid of the interim belt up here, but then back down here we're gonna make a super. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro.
That's what I'm saying. They all over the place. They all over the place, just like the WBC. The WBC, they make it up goddamn weight classes. I mean, they make it up of belts. They making up all kind of shit, and they think, and they getting away with it. That's what make it so bad. They getting away with it. And of course, like I said, the WBA supposed to be cleaning up the sport. They made it worse. They made it worse. And now, Gervonta Davis, well, right now he holds a belt at the WBA at 135. So, okay, he's not going to relinquish that belt, I'm quite sure. Okay, so now, if you want to fight Kambosos, I got a feeling that Floyd going to try to make a move. I really believe that. But I wish he wouldn't.
Me neither. Yeah, we're gonna get to that. Go ahead though, Cook on. I already know where you're going. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I wish he wouldn't, because right now George Kambosos said he would fight Devin Haney. Right? He said, no problem. Hey, we can fight for undisputed. Devin Haney said, no problem. I want to fight for undisputed. I just don't want the franchise belt. They can keep that. And hey, I don't blame you. But George Kambosos, like I say, we all human. We all human. Money talk, it bullshit walk. And so right now, George Kambosos, he, like I say, he wearing the crown. And this is his only chance. His only chance to make a decent payday. This is his bread and butter right now. The next decision he make to fight for those belts is going to be the first and the last way he going to get a big purse. So now, I told you, we talking about a B-level fighter here. What George Kambosos did was great. It was great for boxing. It's great talk. It's the Andy Ruiz at 135. We get that. All right. But Floyd, sit your ass down. Stop trying to get into everyone else's business. I get it. Gervonta Davis can beat Kambosos. Yes, no doubt about it. But they have a verbal agreement. Of course, some states like New York, verbal agreement is binding. But of course, they was in Vegas, I believe, when they made that. But still, Kambosos is trying to make a play to get the biggest pay. But Eddie, don't forget Eddie. Eddie said, I can match your dollar. Now, Floyd money is all over everywhere. Eddie can go right there, wherever he has money, and get that money. Trust me, he can. So, but we're going to see what happens. Right now, George Kambosos is waiving his options. He's going to go through Christmas, He's going to go through Christmas. He's going to finally take his ass home, because he's been having a good time since he won. So he's going to go home and mow it over. Then next year, after January, he's going to make a decision which route he's going to go. So right now, I know he's going to have the best advice, and going to look at all options. But this is going to be a good payday for him, and so we just got to see what happens,
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Salute to 150 Dream Team. Salute to Bruce Goals in the building. Y'all smash that like button as y'all come in. I know y'all all ain't hit the like button yet. Y'all smash that thing for me. So Tank vacating this belt at 140. It's a couple of things. This is why I said I didn't like the Mario Barrios fight, because now it's clear what that was, man. That was just to go up, grab a quick little belt, come back down, so you could say that you were a 3-division champion. The same shit that we get on to Canelo Alvarez for doing. That's what it was. That's what it was. Like I'm a Tank fan, but we gotta keep it real. So that's the first thing. That's what this move tells me. Now, moving on from that, vacating it and fighting at 135. Man, I hope Devin Haney gets that Kambosos fight. I really hope he gets that fight, but it's only one place he can go to get on pay-per-view. It's only one place, and his manager Peter Kahn and them, they was doing the interview. They already told you what they want more than anything. They said Tank Davis is the biggest fight. That's the fight that's gonna get them the most money. That's what they want. Cause see, I feel like I don't want to say that they gave up on their fighter, they don't believe in their fighter, but they know it's a chance he gonna lose if he fight either one of them. If he fight Devin Haney, if he fight Tank Davis, he know that it's probably a chance he could lose. At best, a 50-50 chance, but I'm sure a lot of people in this chat, and I'm sure KQKC would agree with me when I say Tank Davis or Devin Haney, when the odds come out, they'll probably be favored to beat George Kambosos. They'll probably be the odds-on favorite to win that fight. So his team know that. You know what I'm saying? And so they're trying to, like, if I'm have my fighter who just got these belts and there's a chance he could lose, I'm gonna have him lose for the most money. And so I do worry about that. Because now it just seems like no matter where we turn, it's stuff getting in the way of undisputed. You know what I mean? Now, I will say if Kambosos fights Tank Davis and Tank Davis beats him, that's going to give Tank Davis nowhere to go but to Devin Haney. And I need everybody that's Tank Davis, because there's a lot of people that are fans of Devin Haney that are also fans of Tank Davis, but it's some, you usually like one more than the other. I need all the people that are screaming for undisputed right now. When Lopez had the belts, they're screaming for undisputed. When Kambosos has the belts, we got to be doing the same thing. Now, if Tank Davis wins too, we got to make sure we keep pressing this so we can find out who the best is, man. I want big fights, bro. I want the biggest fights possible. And so hopefully with Tank Davis now looking like he's going to be at 135 for the foreseeable future, hopefully we can get some of these fights at 135. Hopefully we can get him in the ring with Haney. Hopefully we can get him in the ring with Loma, because that's who y'all need to be watching out for. The WBA better do something, because the WBO will drop them. They just showed you with Demetrius Andrade. They'll drop a mandatory on your ass in a heartbeat, bro. They will drop a mandatory on you. Let Lomachenko win this fight this Saturday, and ain't shit happened yet. The WBA ain't mandated shit, and ain't shit happened yet. Man, Kambosos gonna look up. He gonna have a mandatory name for Vasily Lomachenko for that WBO belt, and he gonna have a decision to make. I'm trying to tell y'all. So if this is the play by Floyd Mayweather and them, if this is the play by the WBA, you better get the mandating some shit. Because the WBO will beat your ass to the punch. And salute to Zulu Line in that super chat with the $10. He back in that thing. I appreciate you, brother. He says the belts will narrow down if the WBA will let the fighters pick at least one fight, then fight the belt below it automatically. Yeah, that's a great idea. I wouldn't be mad at that, but I'm not mad at this. I've always said this. I don't like the hopscotch shit between the weight division. I don't like, I'm gonna go fight Leo at 130, then I'm gonna go up to 135, then I'm gonna go to 140, then I'm gonna go back to 135. I think the man Tank Davis is good enough to conquer a whole weight class. Conquer that shit, then move up. Then try to conquer that one. Then move up if that's what you're gonna do. So I like the move. It's showing that he's focused. Now I think it can make him a stronger fighter, a more in shape fighter, because he's young, he's 27 now, but that takes a toll on your body, cutting weight to 130. Now you're bulking up to 140, then you're cutting weight again back down to 135. Like, stay at a weight that your body can get used to for more than a year or two, where you're fighting at that weight, you on target, you know what you got to cut, your body's used to what it feels like. So I like the move. I think it's a good move, but I think that Devin Haney should be worried right now. Like, they need to be sending offers to Kambosos like yesterday, bro. They need to be sending him like, what do you want? What can we do to make this fight? How much money you need? Yep. Hey, Tank Davis probably don't want to go to Australia. We willing to go to Australia, though. Like, they're gonna have to do something to sweeten the pot, because they already losing with the pay-per-view shit in the live gate. They cannot offer Kambosos the money. If Kambosos gonna fight in America, it's gonna be Tank, bro, because that's what's gonna be the most money. That's who does the bigger live gates. That's who does the better pay-per-views.
That's
You know
right.
what I'm saying over here in America. So Devin Haney and them gotta be like, look, we'll give you 8 to 10 million, and we'll come to Australia. We'll do the shit in your hometown like that, because I don't believe Tank would want to go to Australia. So that's gonna be the only leverage I think they can have to try to get this fight. But they better hurry up. Either Devin or Tank better hurry up, because I'm telling you, Bob Arum is slick. Bob Arum is slick, and we know the WBO move at his behest. You fuck around and have a mandatory, and you be fighting Lomachenko for like 3 or 4 million. You know, Bob you ain't gonna get that much money. They'll take that shit to purse bid. So I'm excited, man. Hopefully it looks like 135 is heating up for 2022. We can get some good fights and you know, get boxing back to where it needs to be. But what else you got on that situation, KQ?
Well, like I say, you hit it right on the head. Bob is sneaky. Bob been doing this shit for years. Bob been doing this. He been around since the Muhammad Ali days. He was Muhammad Ali lawyer. He knows boxing. He knows the ins and out of boxing. And don't be surprised if you see George Kambosos versus Lomachenko. Now, but Lomachenko has a belt. Okay, Lomachenko, don't have a belt. I'm sorry, he don't have a belt. So it's not really going to suit his purpose, George Kambosos, if he's smart. So what he needs to do is pretty much George Kambosos is going to negotiations with Devin Haney. I would like to see Devin Haney get this fight. And I mean, and like you say, like yesterday, Devin Haney gonna have to offer him something that Floyd can't. Now Floyd has Gervonta Davis pay-per-view. He has the tickets. You know, he can fight now. Now in Sydney, Australia, I think they say it holds 80,000. Okay, I guarantee you, them 80,000 seats will be sold out because George Kambosos believes that he's a big star over there. Now I don't know how true that is, but right now, Floyd, Al Heyman, PBC, they might make an offer that Lula Bella can't refuse. So
they go to super chat right there. What do you think of this super chat? $5 from LT. He says, "Why do I get the feeling Lou DiBella will use Kambosos to get back in the good grace with the PBC?" It's a damn good point.
Yep, there you go, LT. Yep. Is that line? The L-Dub? That ain't L-Dub.
No, that ain't L-Dub. No.
Okay, but yeah, you're right. You're right. You're exactly right. Because we know the debacle will happen with Deontay Wilder and Lou DiBella.
Mm-hmm.
We know what happened with that, and he pretty much got pushed out and everything. But now you got Lou DiBella saying, okay, we can make a deal with Gervonta Davis. Now, of course, it's Mayweather Promotions, but we know Al Heyman is pretty much the godfather of that promotion company. So, but I would love to see Devin Haney get that because he deserved that big fight. I mean, everybody else is running, and he put Jojo Diaz in a corner, and he had to fight. So right now, I think George Kambosos should keep his word. He was saying the right things after the fight, after he won. He was doing interviews and saying this and that, and I would like to see that. Because Devin Haney said, "We'll go over to Sydney, Australia. We'll go over there, no problem." But
I just saw this. I just saw this in the chat, and it's a damn good conversation. It's a damn good question to ask. So, if you Kambosos, who do you have the best chance to beat? Do you have the best chance to beat Loma, Haney, or Tank, or does he not have a shot to beat any of them? Do you think he losing no matter who he fight?
He losing no matter who he fight. I'm sorry, Lomachenko.
I think I gotta agree, man. That was a good point, Dante, but I gotta agree.
I mean, yeah, that was a good damn question because Lomachenko, he still has that, his speed. He knows how to use his angles very well. George Kambosos is not that fast on his feet. And then Gervonta Davis, he's very crafty. He's a southpaw. Okay, George Kambosos, he's not that type of fighter like that. Yeah, he is strong. He like to come forward. He might can take a punch or two, or maybe 3 or 4. But then you got Devin Haney. He's a pure boxer. He'll box circles around Kambosos. So it's not a matter of which one you think you can beat. is which one is bringing the biggest payday.
Big facts.
That's the ultimate goal right now. That's who he wants, the biggest payday. And now take the face off of all three of them motherfuckers. Take the face off of them and see what they got.
Coolidge, you gonna piss KQKC off. You know you don't like Ryan Garcia. What about Ryan Garcia? KQ?
Oh hell no, Ryan Garcia, no, man, please. Ryan Garcia, please. He do better going and fighting somebody else. You know, Ryan Garcia don't have no smoke. Do no, please. I mean, you know that would be funny, but I believe George Campbell probably will beat Ryan Garcia. Shit, Ryan Garcia, dumbass. But anyway, but still, Ryan Garcia and Oscar, please sit down. Right, you know you don't have no fight in this right now because right now George Campbell's because Ryan Garcia don't bring nothing to the table. He's not trustworthy, and you can't believe shit he say.
You go ahead and make a fight with Ryan Garcia. You're gonna be looking for a replacement opponent.
That's what I'm saying.
You're gonna be looking for a replacement opponent real quick. Shit. Ryan Garcia made what he made? He made the Javier Fortuna fight. He made the JoJo Diaz fight. He ain't show up neither one of them.
Or the Betty Pacquiao fight. Or the Betty Pacquiao fight. The Betty Pacquiao lawyer said, "You keep saying that shit, I'm gonna sue your ass." He's lying there, you know. But Ryan Garcia, you know, he's not trustworthy, and you know, and you're right. You know, you can't believe nothing you say. You know,
yeah,
so,
big fact.
I mean, yeah,
Hawaiian punching that super chat, man, with the $10. He said, "What if the majority of all boxers never truly want to duck anyone? What if it's truly just business politics, blue balling the fans, just to keep content flowing? Otherwise, there will be no hype for fights." I don't know, Hawaiian Punch. I disagree. I think it's some boxers that don't want to get in the ring with other guys, man.
right.
I believe that. Like boxing is like any athletic competition. Like at the end of the day, you can put on a big face and you can act tough and shit, but you can tell if somebody better than you. Especially like the athletes that's in that shit. Like I played basketball all the way through college, and I would like to think I was one of the best when I was doing it. But I could look at people and be like, "Yeah, bro, he probably get me." You know what I'm saying? He probably get me. It's no different for boxing. Like you can look at somebody and be like, "Yeah, he probably beat my ass. He probably beat my ass. I give him a good fight, but he probably beat my ass." So I don't think that, and I think the business politics and blue balling. I think it's the diehard fans that they really hurting. They don't like they are catering to casual fans, bro. Like to the people that just want to see a knockout and shit. Like the people that don't know what a mandatory is or that there's 4 bells. They're like, "Yo, Tank Davis is the best. Hey man, Terrence Boyd Crawford, he the best." Like when a diehard boxing fan be like, "Yeah, they probably could be the best, but this dude's out there that could probably give him a tough fight. They could probably beat him." So they just don't cater to us. And they openly don't cater to us. They don't cater to their core fan base. And so as a result, it seemed like they blue balling us or whatever you want to call it. But in reality, it's just we not their target market, bro. Unfortunately, it sucks to say, and it hates to be living that reality. But the diehard boxing fan is not what boxing targets or tries to sell to. They trying to sell to casuals. That's why guys like Ryan Garcia get a pass. Because they think that they can tap into some market that he got, which is not really a realistic market, but they think they can tap into all them followers and shit that he got on social media and somehow get those people to become boxing fans. When in reality, they'll never be boxing fans. The moment Ryan Garcia ain't fighting, they gone, bro. They gone from the sport. You want to grow your sport, you put on the best possible show. That's why football and shit is so popular, because for all the bullshit, you know, when you watch the Super Bowl, that's the 2 best teams playing each other. Right. That's 2 goddamn best teams in the league that year, and they playing against each other. And that's why, you know, the Super Bowl is the Super Bowl. That's what boxing should be doing. Make it to where, okay, we know these are 2 best fighters and they fighting each other. That's how you grow fans, bro. That's how you grow in popularity when you have a better product. Right now, the boxing product sucks, bro. It's absolutely positively garbage as a whole. We get good fights here and there, but we was treating Terrence Crawford and Sean Porter like it was some super fight. When in reality, back in the 80s and 90s, that was a regular ass fight, bro. So that's my thoughts on it. KQ, you got anything you want to add to that super chat that he said?
No. Exactly. Yeah, he's right. I mean, you're right about that, because boxing, you know, the casual fans, all they hear about, okay, let's say Deontay Wilder. Oh, Deontay Wilder, oh man, he's a knockout artist. So they there at the fight. Everybody standing on their feet. Soon the bell ring because they wait on a knockout. Then round 2 comes, still waiting on a knockout. Round 3, but they don't know this is boxing, and you're not going to get a knockout right when you want it. So these are casual fans. They know about boxing, but they don't really know about boxing. All they know is that it's a combat sport. They know that your fist hit that other guy's face, and that's why some of the combat sports are so interesting and so overhyped. That's why I say about college football. I asked this question a long time ago. Why are there so many bowl games? The Orange Bowl, Gator Bowl, all that, Sugar Bowl, all
The
that.
Cotton Bowl, the Sugar Bowl, the Black
Exactly.
Pepper Bowl.
It's business. It's business.
Yeah.
That's why. It's business. It's political. It's business, and it's money making. And that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing is money making, and the best in this section, the best in the SEC, all that. So that's what it is. Well, boxing don't have that. Boxing is a one-man, two-man sport. It's not a team sport. So that's one thing about boxing, and that's why you love it, because that you got the 2 best guys in there. And sometimes we get it, sometimes we don't get the 2 best guys, but still, in all, they are one guy. Ain't no team out there. It's just you and your opponent. Ain't that we won the Super Bowl. No, ain't no we. It's I won the championship.
Yeah, it's a much different. Big fact.
Right.
Hawaiian punching that super chat with the $5. Say, you mean like the Bucks making it to the Super Bowl over the Cowboy? There you go on that bullshit, bro. There you go on that bullshit, huh? Yeah, you right, man. You right. All right, Hawaiian punch. We gonna see. All I know is a team that beat y'all, we blew their ass out. That's all I'm saying. Y'all lost to the Saints, bro. We beat the shit out of them. That it is what it is. We gonna see. But let's do this, because we about to wrap up the show. We done covered everything we needed to cover today. Last little topic. So Terrence Crawford say he hunting for the big fish, KQ. He say he in the ocean looking for the big fish, bro. He can't find them. He say he looking for Earl and he can't find him. What you got on Terrence Crawford's noise talk, man? You love it? You hate it? What's your thoughts on what he been saying here lately, man? He been acting like he want to fight now.
Well, you ain't gonna find him in 2-inch water, because he was standing up in that motherfucker. So
you can still see the sand in that motherfucker.
You see, right? But Bud Crawford, now he might want to fight, but then again, his actions, your mouth is not doing what your actions is not saying what your mouth is saying. And I was gonna get to the point where I will say, you know what? I'm not talking about this shit no more until it get made. Then I will go head on and do the pre this and that. But right now, Terrence Crawford is 35 years old. Your biological clock in boxing is ticking. You know that. Now, you don't have a promoter, but Earl is your only way out as far as a big fight is concerned. He's out of there right now for you. Now, Bob, y'all through? There's nothing else happening. Now, you need to make that fight. Now, of course, I know your ego, and I know how he is, and let me be honest, I'm not a big time Spence fan. I'm not a big time Crawford fan. Like I said, I'm just calling it like I see it. So Earl Spence, the same way. Earl Spence, he needs this fight also, because these are 2 great potential generational wealth fights for both of these guys. Both of these guys, this can make or break them. Both of these guys, this is good for their legacy. And right now, this 60-40 shit, listen, Earl did a lot. Let's be honest. He did more than Terrence Crawford. No shade, nothing like that. It's just facts. And plus, he has an extra belt. So, I mean, we got to be honest and we got to be fair. So let's get the fight made. Don't worry about that. That will come along. You can make that up. That's not too far behind 20%. Okay, you make that 20% up in pay-per-view. Do you know what this fight will sell? See, it reminds...
It's the biggest fight in boxing, shit.
That's right.
Biggest fight in boxing.
And this reminds me of another country that had 2 great fighters in their prime, well, going out of their prime. They didn't make the fight. Now they want to make it. It's called Kell Brook and Amir Khan.
And now
That
nobody
was
want to see that shit.
now nobody want to see it. It was the potentially $100 million fight over in the UK in Wimbledon Stadium. Sheffield versus Bolton. That's where they come from. That what would have happened 10, 11 years ago. But it didn't get made. Now they're trying to make it, and nobody want to see this shit. So right now, Bud speaks a good game. Now, like they always say, you can talk the talk, but can you walk the walk? And that's what I'm saying to Crawford and to Spence. Make the fight happen. I don't have 5 years. I don't have 5 years no more. All right? And you got Bruce Henderson on y'all asses right now.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
on your asses right now.
Like white on rice. Shit.
Yep.
So me, me, KQ. I'm petty. I love the shit talk. Y'all might find it odd coming from an Earl Spence fan, but I love it. Talk your shit, bro. Talk your shit, bud. That's cool.
Right.
Call him a punk. Call him all that stuff. Earl Spence go make the fight. I want the fight. Everything KQKC said is facts. But I'm gonna leave y'all with this, you Bud Crawford fans. I see you done, Dot. I see all y'all. All I'm gonna say is be careful what type of fish you fishing for, because it's some of them fish that you catch that'll pull the fishermen out the boat and drown their ass. That's what I'm gonna leave y'all with. Just be careful what type of fish you're looking for. Because there's certain types of fish that'll drown your ass. If you get them on the hook. That's what I'm gonna leave y'all with. But KQKC, man, give them your last words. Let them know where to find you. Let them know when you're going live, and all that good stuff, man. Before we get on out of here.
Look at my ex Crawford.
Yeah, you know about Crawford. Hey, man, that's
I
cool.
better shut up because I'm gonna bring a fight. Gonna break out of this.
Just tell you, hey, X, just tell your boy, hey, man, just be careful what type of fish you fishing for, man. Yeah. The type of fish over here in Dallas, Texas, gonna drown your ass, bro. Ain't no dude from Dallas losing to no dude from Omaha in nothing. You hear me? We ain't losing to nobody from Omaha for nothing. Not nothing. I can't be, man. Come on, bro. Stop it.
Yeah. Get that.
Hold on, let me catch the super chat from the homie. Isaac, you changed your name. Now your name Base Infinity, but salute to you, bro. He said, yo, salute. Hear your cut for last weekend's Fires predictions. I only felt dirty about one fight, Fundura, but my parlay made me feel better. Also, your breakdowns make me sound like Einstein and boxing around my family. I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that, man. But go ahead, KQ.
We were talking about that. I was talking to you.
We were talking about that. You can tell him we were talking about that before the show. Hey, if you lose though, going off my prediction, don't at me in my comments and shit all mad, bro.
You'll be waiting on your ass outside.
Yeah, they gonna be waiting on my ass. Man, you said such and such is gonna win. Like, shit.
Hey, I appreciate everybody came in today. All right, let's Knockout Boxer TV has great content. We got to get them to 2,000 subscribers. All right, so if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do that. All right, because you're getting great content. You're getting great content every day. You're getting great predictions every week. So I mean, come on and show him some love, and let's get him up to 2,000 so he can go ahead and focus on the next 1,000. Then after that, the next 1,000, because we're trying to grow this channel. We're trying to grow him because he got the mindset and he got the analytics mind to the sport of boxing. And we need people and creators like him in the sport of boxing. We all don't have to agree, and we all could disagree, but we still agree at the end of the day. I am KQKC Boxing Network. I come on Monday through Friday. I'm off sometime on Tuesdays, but at 12:30 p.m. Central Time. That's the lunchtime. Check out me on lunchtime hour. And also on Saturday mornings, I got a call-in show. That's at 10:30 a.m. Central Time. And Sunday mornings, all right, we right here talking about the fight that I called on Saturday night.
Yes,
so
sir.
We right here at 9 o'clock a.m. Central Time. It depends on what Sunday is. We'll be on his platform or my platform. So you have to subscribe to him, and that way you get notification. Make sure you hit the notification bell So come on, let's show Knockout some love. He's working hard, and I can contest to that. He is working, and he's working hard. And his prediction was great this week. He got all of them right, if I'm not mistaken. You know, so hey, hey, look, you gotta show love to the grind. Hit the like button. You got to show love to the grind, because see, you don't see what happens behind the scenes. Like I try to tell everyone, everybody think you just hop on, go live, and talk boxing. That shit don't work.
I wish it was that easy. Shit,
right? You got to know what you're talking about. You got to know the so-called rumors, what somebody said, or when they said it, where they said it. So someone like a smart ass in the comments say, "Where you hear that from?" Right? Then you can tell them, "This is where I heard it from." So this ain't easy to do. Trust me, this is not easy to do. And he worked. So this is not easy to do. So show him some love. All right. And with that, that's all I have. Okay. Appreciate you.
Man, I appreciate that, KQ. I appreciate everybody that's in the chat rocking out with us this whole time, man. Everybody that smashed the like button. Y'all be sure to smash the like button on your way out of here if you haven't already. Everybody that donated in the super chat, I appreciate y'all, man. Always showing love to the channel that way as well. And like KQ said, man, we'll have videos dropping for y'all every single day. And salute to my brother ABN. I saw you checking in, smashing the like button, and thank you in that super chat for the $5, bro. But I'm live every Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time, and I'm live every Sunday morning with KQKC, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. And then also I drop videos every day, man. Drop videos every day, so be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell so you can know when I'm going live, or you can know when the videos got dropped, because you'll see something coming from me every single day, man. But I appreciate everybody coming through and rocking out with us today. KQ, thank you for joining me tonight, brother. You're doing a great job as well. And all of y'all in here should be subscribed to him already. But if you're not, his link is in my description of this live stream. So y'all go subscribe to him as well. And with that, man, we out of here. Y'all enjoy the rest of your night, and we'll talk to y'all next time.
Peace. All right.